YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are gonna be jumping into belakor with a song called an Embers arc. It was requested from the free requests on my community tab to celebrate the 1,000 sub milestone by Corrupted Files, who is a smaller reactor, got about 500-600 subs last time I looked, and it really is like really cool. Like a really awesome person, really worth checking out if you ever want to check out new reactors. I would really highly recommend him. He's literally on my community tab if you want to find him, if you don't want to search for it and stuff, but still. So, he said, bit of a long one, but Australian band belakor, and Embers arc is pretty cool for a spacey, melodic, progressive death metal kind of thing, man. So, without further ado, man, let's go. I'm just going to do these in order as much as I can as well, so it's about 8 minutes though, this song, so it's going to take a bit. It has very much like a progressive theme to it though, I can see that already, to be fair. And obviously with the planets in like the thing as well, so the acoustic is actually pretty gorgeous. I was going to say, man, this band is definitely way heavier than what they're sounding so far. Now it's going into more what I remember from belakor. It's almost reminding me of Draconian a little bit. Yeah, this is almost reminding me of a gothic doom in essence, man, but no, okay, let's go more into progressive now. Like progressive death. Progressive black death? I don't know. The vocals are so deep, man. I guess kind of calmer like that too, but you know what I mean. I love the guitar work. The guitar work is my favourite part of this so far. It's a gorgeous song though. I imagine it's going to be amazing. I think the lyrics, there isn't many, but I think we're just going to have so many cool effects with the music going through it. It'll make it really worth it as we break it down and as we pause a bit of the way through it and stuff like that, so it should be sick, hopefully. Is it going to drop? It sounds like it's about to drop, and it's usually when it starts to go like this that the music just goes downwards, but we'll see. Oh no? Okay. Interesting. Okay then. It does very much have the flares of gothic doom about it, but it also has the flares of progressive about it too, so oh, there we go, into the proper black metal styling. Those drums are pure black metal, sir. Well, let's pause it right there, man. Like, the song is very slow to get going, so the pausing's going to be a little bit more stretched out than what I would generally do, so you guys will have to bear with me on that, but I'm going to jump straight into it. Where are we going lyrically with this? It began, as these things do, from clouds in the aether. With untold time, they coalesced. Their will apart grew weaker. So I'm guessing, just from the very, very first thing, that we're talking about climate change. That we're talking about, like, the ozone layers about to be spread apart, the clouds not able to do the normal things that they do, that the planet's starting to collapse in a sense, but this cascade of embers fused into a star's ignition, a crucible for their collapse, the seething crux of its ambition. So, basically, when the sun dies, it turns into a supernova, it turns into... I think it's a supernova. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've been at school, but the star basically implodes on itself, and it just drags everything else into it. Like, so the Earth will go, every planet will go, but by that time, and most likely, will be no life left, because either we'll burn to death or freeze to death, or something like that by that time, and we've got a long time until that happens, by what they've measured, but either way, but you get the idea, right? It's all about the end of the planet at its very, like, the very end of its lifespan, and yeah, the axiom of this expanse, the unrelenting pressure, every movement in each place, collisions beyond measure. Like, you get the idea, right? But still, we're gonna keep going. This is basically where we got to, but it's interesting. I really love space themes. Space themes are so cool to listen to in metal. That's why, like, lyrically, it's very progressive, which is really cool to listen to. Ooh, what is this? This is a nice little change in the middle. The imagery is absolutely gorgeous in the video too. The video is sick, man. Yeah, it's about the planet getting sucked into the sun, man. But still. I bet the whole album is amazing though, man. If it's anything like this, this is ridiculousness, man. This is pure... Like, it's slow, but it's really well done at the same time. Like, I'm actually really enjoying it, weirdly. I never thought I would, like, this would be like something normally I wouldn't like, but belakor just did it perfectly, actually, so... Oh, that little tone, man, that tone is absolutely cutting through everything. That's so cool. I know the song's coming towards a close, it's starting to build towards an ending, but I want to go into the rest of the lyrics. I'm going to go through the rest that we've got, and then we can just enjoy the ending, and it should be a greatness ending, hopefully, I would assume. But so, the axiom of this expanse, the unrelenting pressure, the pressure like dragging everything into it, every moment in each place, the collisions beyond measure, an ordinary pair that met whilst merging into one, heavied and spat a mote of light adrift within the sun. So the sun sucked everything into it, and there's like things colliding into each other and like smashing into each other. I'm assuming there's still gravity, so things could be colliding and merging and that type of stuff. So without a bind, it cut away against all else it stood, as swift as anything that was and had or could that would. The axiom when it began, unable to elude, every moment in each place destroyed, exchanged, renewed. At the surface once emerged, radiant in birth, free at last. Its final form, the photon dashed for Earth. There you go. So, like, at the very moment when it sucked everything into it, when it sucked the planets into it, it sucked all the things into it, one last photon, like, sucked like went straight towards Earth. So I'm assuming the Earth is basically the very last place to get sucked in. So everything else is gone. So the Earth is literally just next, like it's about to just go to that place. That's what I'm assuming. Obviously, I'm not a science major. I never really paid much attention, as much as I probably should have in school. But like you get the idea. It's all about obviously like very space themed and that kind of cool stuff. Now, how are they going to end it though? Are we going to end it powerfully, or are we going to go back into the calmness of the almost gothic doom style? That is what I'm wondering. The imagery is really like sucking me into it as well. Like the visual really adds a lot of elements into the song as well, I would say. Oh man, that is gorgeous. Going back onto the, I think it's acoustic. I think it's electric but acoustic. You know what I mean? You know, they switched it over to an acoustic kind of sound. That's what it sounds like to me. Anyway. This is like a straight masterpiece of a song, to be fair with you. You really like keeps your attention for the whole time about it. Makes you interested. Just for the sounds and everything else about it. It's really well mixed and mastered and put together, and whoever did it really knew what they were doing. Oh, the little solo on the right side, man. There we go, that's the photon heading for Earth, about to go boom. Yep. That was awesome, man. That was well worth 8 minutes, man, of watching. That was an amazing song. That was literally like... I think I've already said everything that I need to, man. It's like very much gothic doom in places, a little black metal here and there, and then obviously like progressive death. And then just like having all that come together. The lyrically very much space themes and just beautiful. Just straight symphony of like darkness and about the sun obliterating the planets, and just like it's a symphony of destruction in a sense, and its greatness. Like I said, man, this song is really good. It's like a masterpiece of what it is. Like, I don't think it's for everybody. I think some people might not like the simpleness to, like, you know, how it's not quite as heavy all the way through. That it goes between so many different things. Like, progressive is a hit and miss kind of genre. There's some bands which are amazing. There's some bands which I hate. It just depends specifically on the band, mostly. So, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was awesome. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.